What made you go at it from the Death Row East lens of people wearing the shirts and the street teams and, because I don't think people even knew that it had went to that level where they was really paying people in the street out here, because they had money like that.
Yeah.
Cats was getting paid to rock they Death Row East out here and really keep tense.
Yeah, Death Row was the biggest rap company in the world. They were bigger than everybody. Yeah. And they had a lot going, but there was a lot of tension. There was a lot of beef that was coming with it. And it was like dudes was just in their 20s, like, not far removed from the street running this empire. So, in New York, when they came here, we was just like, wow, it was our time. It was there was myself, Pac, Biggie, I'm missing somebody else, were probably like the biggest artists in the rap game then. So I had to do my part, just by being there in New York. And, things jumped off at the Beacon Theater. I think, was it wherever? Radio City. It was the MTV Music Awards between my brother Jungle and Pac and Moose. Shout out to Moose. And it started from there. You know what I'm saying? I saw Pac backstage. And we had words, but it was just funny. It was like, do your thing, Jung, right on cue, yo, right on cue.
Yo, what up, guys?
He's in the building.
What's happening, man? Yo, I was just telling him last time I saw you sticking me up for like 40 Summer Jam passes.
Yeah, you was the greatest that day too. You helped make history, Queensbridge history.
It was crazy.
Yo, I didn't know you was coming here. This is the first time I think you ever been at a interview with me in a room. As I'm talking about you.
No, we was just talking about MTV.
How did you know I was here?
I was scheduled to be here with you, but I'm a little late.
Somebody was smart to do that.
Yo, so this is the first brother interview. Have y'all ever done an interview together?
We probably did, but I don't know where that footage is.
Yo, so let's just pick up where we was. You was talking MTV Awards.
Oh man,
Moose
do you
and
remember
Pac
how clear do you remember? I'm in the seats at the spot, and somebody came and said, "Yo, your brother and them was getting it on in the lobby or whatever, or something like that." So I got up and I went out there, but it was already squashed at that point. Yeah, so you was out there. You was out there with the Outlaws and Pac. Shout out to the Outlaws, Edie, Napoleon. Oh man.
Yeah, you had to present an award or something, and you was like, "Yo, I'll be right back," because we all couldn't go with you. I was still a teenager. I forgot how old I was, but I wasn't 20 yet. And I went to get a drink and I saw this girl that looked lost. So I'm like, "Where you going?" You know what I mean? She's like, "I'm looking for my friends." I said, "Who?" "Death Row." I was like, "What?" "When I see one of them, I'm gonna take a chain." You know, and then she was laughing. I was trying to make her laugh to come get a drink with me, but I was on some Queensbridge Mob Deep. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, Mob Deep in the house. I'm gonna take a chain. And she was laughing, and then they came
Shout
around
out to
for
Havoc.
real. They started
Rest
coming
in
for
peace
real.
to P.
And she said, "Here they come," and looking at me with
Why
the
did you
face.
say Mob Deep? You was just mobbing?
No, because on the song,
Oh,
Hit 'Em Up,
they was dissing
made the
each
song
other.
Hit 'Em Up
Okay.
already.
Yeah, they hit
You
'em
know
It's
what
a
I mean?
QB thing.
They dissed
Okay.
Mobb Deep on Hit 'Em Up.
For sure.
So she said, "Here they come now," and she gave me that look like, I know you're not gonna do all that stuff you were saying. And when they was coming, I yelled it out, "Yo, Mobb Deep in the house, I will take a Death Row chain." And they was all looking, what? They all.
I don't think Mobb Deep know this story.
They might not. Nah.
Yeah.
And then they got ready, but then they all left. They went to go get Tupac. You know, they wasn't with Tupac. He was backstage doing the awards too, and they came right back with Pac, and he's looking like, who said that? Who said that? And I was like, oh God. And I was with his guy Moose. And Moose was like, "Man, yo, I got you. I see everybody, and they don't even know I'm with you." And he's like this karate expert from Queensbridge.
Yeah.
This is before security guards.
Yeah.
So when he said that, I was like, "All right, cool." Mobb Deep, and I said it again. "Mobb Deep, what's up, Pac? Like, what's up? I'll take your chain right now." Well, you know what I mean? And then they surrounded me again. They surrounded me. "Oh, what's up with you? All of this." And Death Row, we here to die. You don't know Death Row. They had razors in their hands, everything.
They said
And
we
so
here to
was
die.
I guess
They said we here to die.
Gaddafi, the one with the dread, with the braids
Yeah.
going back, the light skinned dude.
Oh yeah, rest in peace,
Rest in
Gaddafi.
peace.
Yeah,
He said that. He said, "I'm Death Row. I'm here to die, boy." I said,
that's
"Whoa."
hard.
That was when it got scary a little bit. That was the first time my heart was.
You was like, "Oh, this
I
ain't-
said, this is
is
serious."
real.
Yeah. So I got ready. I just got ready. Like if they start jumping, I'm gonna go crazy. Like I'm not gonna just let nobody do.
Now,
nothing.
was this just Jersey dudes, outlaw dudes, or was this also because in the song Death Row East, you specifically Nas talk about cats from Queens, from the city,
Well-
rocking these Death Row East T-shirts?
The Death Row East thing was given to Eric B. And another solid individual out of Queens, Big D, and somebody else. You know who you are, and just I was surprised to see Eric was there in the park. This is not that incident. This is a separate incident.
Yeah,
because
when that didn't happen, that was just like the Outlaws and a couple
it.
of Death
Okay.
Row
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
It wasn't like 100 deep yet.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah, you see how this is a story. This is a great even to this day. This is one song. I think we're gonna shoot a small documentary on this thing because it's like it's so much into this song. It's like there needs to be like a little short film.
Well, and also
probably.
too the timeline, because even in this song, Death Row East, from you talking about, and like I was saying, like I never thought about it through the lens of like, there's this beef going on, and then this record label, who's the biggest in the game, says, you know what, to exacerbate and really make this issue even worse, we're gonna pay individuals in New York, and we're gonna set up a label in New York.
It's pretty genius.
To
It's
fragment
genius.
this,
Yeah.
even like on some real art of war shit, to
Art of war.
fragment the base of like, because I mean you was there, Jungle, you was there at the time, I was in radio at the time. It was really it started as a Death Row Bad Boy thing.
Yeah,
Then the Mob Deep disses and all that other came along, and then it broadened out to this really
East
Death
Coast.
Row versus the East Coast.
Yeah.
Then it started to form into this East Coast, West Coast thing, but that's not how it really started.
no. And I don't think that's how they wanted it to end. I think they did want the love from New York.
Because if Machiavelli, if he didn't die, and then the Machiavelli album would have came out,
without my name in it. Because if he didn't die, he was taking my
what if
name
we
out.
didn't see him that night at all? What if
Yeah.
we didn't see him that night? He was just would have had Death Row East, and the Machiavelli album would have came out. So he was gonna go at the whole East Coast, including you, everybody, with this new label with Buckshot and all of these people was gonna be on. You know,
Well, the One
what you
Nation-
saying, he was really. They was really like.
No, but One Nation,
Gonna corner the
One
market.
Nation was the unity. So I think he had to get that one off. Which you right, which is right. He would have caused even more beef to happen. But
Realist with that
I
song
think he
going
needed-
at you know
the One Nation album though was with with the East Coast rappers that he was trying to do, because that's what kind of like he was telling me when we met up, that he was that he had a bigger vision. He didn't want to be on a war path, but he was just like going through it. He had a lot of beef. He had a lot of, and I also mentioned Stretch.
Yeah, and where you say Stretch didn't have you shot. That's not what
Nah,
happened.
not at all. Stretch was hurt by Pac. Pac was just kind of just swinging at everybody because he was
angry.
he was mad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he
Like,
felt,
what-
I mean, think about it.
rightfully so.
You was born here. Your mom went to jail here in New York specifically, right?
Yeah.
So you're thinking, I'm moving around in a city that I'm familiar with, right? You show up to a studio, whatever, cats go for it. It's New York. Some cats go for it. You start thinking, you know, he blaming Big,
Yeah.
he blaming this one, he blaming that. I mean, at that point, he blamed mad people.
he didn't know.
And he
didn't
didn't
know
even
what
actually
yeah,
know.
he
He
was
didn't know
tight.
what happened to him.
He was tight.
He didn't know what happened. Nobody
You know?
really knew what happened to him back then.
But
Right.
yeah,
To call somebody and say, "Yo, who robbed me back then?"
But look-
you was never gonna find that out unless you was like,
but check this out. But Stretch
You know?
Stretch was really hurt. He was heartbroken.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Stretch worked on my second album. It was written. So we was hanging out every day, and he was really heartbroken. He was kind of in shock that Pac would think that he would even have anything close to that. He put his life on the line with Pac. But, you know, they were friends. You know, friends go through, you know, beef happens, somebody gets shot, you know, is a lot of confusion at the time, you know. That's what made Pac, you know, think everybody has something to do with it. Just a lot of confusion at that time.
Sitting with